What is the date today, people? January 20th, 2023, which is Paul Stanley's birthday. Happy birthday to Paul Stanley. Love that man. Always have, always will. 71 today. But that's not what this video is about. Because today is also 2-year anniversary since I started buying YouTube movies. But that's not what this video is about either. This video is about 15 years. The 15-year anniversary since Breaking Bad first premiered. Yep, 15 years. This is kind of an impromptu video because you guys know me. I love Breaking Bad. It used to be my favorite show of all time. It is without question one of my favorite shows of all time. I wouldn't quite put it at number one anymore. And that took myself a little while to admit. I'll admit that Breaking Bad probably isn't quite my favorite show of all time. There really are at least a handful of other shows that I definitely prefer over Breaking Bad. But I did not watch Breaking Bad when it first premiered. And like I said, this is kind of an impromptu video because I wasn't planning on doing this anniversary video whatsoever. I'm doing this video because I need a video for tonight to keep my streak of daily uploads going. And a friend of mine on Facebook tagged me in the post saying, "Happy 15 years of Breaking Bad." If not for that, and at the same time, I won't lie, I do get annoyed when people just tag me in random stuff, like constantly, you know, especially when it's like me and like 86 others. But I might not have had a video for today, if not for that friend. But I don't want to say like I'm thankful for constantly getting tagged or anything, because I'm not thankful for that. It's like if something horrible happens but leads to something amazing, I would never say that I'm glad that horrible thing happened, because that's just stupid, you know what I mean? But I'm glad I love what it led to, but I will never ever be happy with that horrible thing in the first place, you know what I mean? So 15 years Breaking Bad since it premiered. I didn't even like watch Breaking Bad until 2014. And admittedly, this show was not even a question, the biggest inspiration behind like 95% of my show. It is Raining Blood and Friends, you know what I mean? If you guys watch the show and if you've seen Breaking Bad, it is basically a remake of Breaking Bad, the show. You know, with a good handful of my own stuff put in it, like Universe of the Blue Tubers and all that stuff. But still, I remember around the time when Breaking Bad first premiered, and it looked to me like one of those shows that just exists, and I would just move on with my day. You know what I mean? Like, I'd see a commercial for it. I remember seeing a commercial for this back in the day, like Breaking Bad, and I remember seeing old guy with glasses, and it looks like he's gonna do some criminal stuff. I remember seeing short previews of that, but I never ever thought to watch it myself until 2014. It might have been when my good man Ryan did his top 10 favorite TV shows of all time. And his number 2 was Arrow, because I was obsessed with Arrow at the time. And his number 1 was Breaking Bad. And that might have gotten me to watching it. And I loved it. For a while, I had it as like my 5th favorite show of all time. Then I was like, nope, this is my favorite show of all time. And now, I would say it's probably like my 7th favorite show of all time, if I'm being honest. But yeah, that was when I first heard of Breaking Bad, when I saw ads of it on TV back then. And I thought nothing of it, just a nothing show I would never think of. But yeah, this has And honestly, even though it's not my favorite anymore, this has honestly... Breaking Bad might honestly be the best TV show of all time. In all honesty. It very well could be. And that's like... Wow. And it premiered in 2008 as well. But, I've quite a few regrets with watching Breaking Bad. This was a thing with me back in the day. This happened, like, when I first watched Man of Steel, and also when I watched Breaking Bad. I just couldn't resist, like, spoiling movies for myself. Like, I remember, like, when Man of Steel, the 2013 Superman movie, came out, and I was just beyond excited to watch it, and I was watching scenes from the movie online. Like, I watched the Zod fight scene, like, again and again. And then, of course, like, why wouldn't you be shocked that when you finally watch Man of Steel, you're like, oh, that was alright. Just alright. Because you spoiled yourself the best parts, bruh. Oh my gosh. And the same with Breaking Bad. Like, it was still an awesome show, but I did spoil myself. Gus's death. I spoiled a whole bunch of scenes long before I actually watched them. As if, it's like at that time, somehow I didn't get the idea of being spoiled, you know what I mean? Somehow, if that makes sense. Kind of reminds me of back in 2007, when I saw Spider-Man 3 in cinemas, and I was talking about it all the time at school, and and my after-school tutor, let's call her that, Erin, she was like, oh, I want to see Spider-Man 3 for myself. And I so badly wanted to tell her that Harry Osborn dies. And she was like, no, don't tell me, you know. And I didn't get the thing with spoilers back then, you know what I mean? So, for me, she was kind of just being mean. But now I'm like, I get it. But even like John Campy in one of his videos was talking about movie spoilers, and he was like, you know, I think kids don't really understand the thing about spoiling movies. And yeah. So yeah, I spoiled myself so much stuff. And then I wonder why I wasn't quite enjoying it as much as I would have liked when I finally saw them for myself, you know. Like Man of Steel, when I finally watched it, like I rented it on Blu-ray, I thought it was like a 6 out of 10. And then, of course, Man of Steel has since grown on me a lot. And Breaking Bad, I spoiled so much of the best stuff for myself. I don't know what the heck I was thinking. Oh, man. Oh, far out. I think wrestling's like the one thing that I don't mind being spoiled. Well, not mind being, well, I'm not talking about like, oh, this wrestler is heavily rumored to appear. You know, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like, if a show is like already happening and I find out the match result of something, that I don't mind. That kind of spoiler I don't mind. You know, speaking of wrestling, who the bloody heck is giving these dirt sheets? Who the heck is giving these reporters and all that, all the spoilers for upcoming WWE shows and all that? Seriously. Far out. Anyway, this video was talking about a whole bunch of things, not just Breaking Bad, but I'm very proud of this video regardless. 15 years of Breaking Bad, arguably the greatest TV show of all time. It's one of, not the, but one of my favorite shows of all time. Fantastic cast, fantastic episodes, just truly amazing stuff. And 15 years, I wouldn't, like I said, I saw the previews back in the day, and if you told me that I would be talking about the show, the exact date, 15 years later, my mind at the time never even considered videos like this. So yeah, 15 years of Breaking Bad. Oh yeah. Anyway, that's my video. Hope you guys enjoyed. I really like how this video turned out actually, but yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm your boy Mark. Peace out, y'all.